Former LSU safety Greg Brooks Jr. sues the school and medical staff for brain surgery complications he says left him permanently disabled. In a 13-page lawsuit, the NFL draft prospect alleges he was neglected by the coaches and trainers. Brooks was diagnosed with a brain tumor after an MRI scan last fall. He claims the LSU coaching staff encouraged him to practice despite showing severe neurological symptoms. According to his attorneys, Brooks will need lifelong care as he is now unable to walk and struggles to speak. LSU says although they cannot comment on the lawsuit, Brooks remains in their thoughts and prayers as he works through the rehab process.